I'm gonna stand up, and it kind of feels weird standing up in front of the computer, but.
But you know what? Before you even go, let me introduce you to my team, because it is actually the first time that you speak to my team, and I know some of them may not know you. So I am going to give you the honor to introduce you to my team. And I know Melinda's team is on also, but obviously everybody knows you in Melinda's team. So guys, for those of you who do not know Jackie, she is Philip Birchfield's daughter. She has been with Total Life Changes, I believe, for 5 years, or kind of 4 years and a half, something like that, I think. She is the youngest global director in Total Life Changes, and she is a multiple six-figure earner, documented with Total Life Changes, and she's always willing to help people. She is the core, how can I say, the core queen, because when we are talking about somebody who knows how to build and understands the back office, how to build volume and build with core, she is the one. The compensation plan, she is definitely the one to go for. So, you know, like she said, have a pen and paper, because the information that she will share with you will definitely help you make more money residually, and that's all what we are aspiring to do. So thank you so much, Jackie. Take it away.
Thank you for having me on. Has been an amazing blessing to have all of you on my team, and to connect with you, Victoria, in New York. And I think we met in Miami and somewhere else before, but New York we got to hang out a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait, more to come. Yeah. I plan on coming to UK soon. I had to put it into the works because I definitely have my passport ready, and I want to be able to hang out with you guys and, you know, do some TLC stuff and some fun stuff, because you get more work done when you have fun too, right? Okay, so I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit and my background with Total Life Changes. I joined TLC, well, my dad put me in the business a little over 5 years ago. So about 5.5 years I've been with Total Life Changes. And I was 21 at the time, and I'm 26 now. So my mindset change has completely shifted. So what I'm going to share with you guys today is going to be my input on core, and not exactly placement at this time, because we can get to that to another time. But I'm going to share with you all of things that I hope may help shift your mindset. Okay. So when I was first brought Total Life Changes, it was brought to me, TLC found me. I had one baby. He was about 3 years old. Let's see, 3, 7, yeah, 2 or 3, something like that. And I knew at the time that I was overweight. I had bad acne, and I knew I had to do something, but I didn't want to drink a tea. I don't know why. Our mindsets are set like that, especially us millennials. We don't want to tell people that we're drinking something or taking something or having a surgery to get smaller. We want to, I don't know, magically get smaller, I guess. And really, the words health and water and all natural were never in my vocabulary until Total Life Changes. And that is, when I look back, is pretty like amazing to me that I never really looked for health or all natural ingredients. I wanted fast food. I wanted to look good. You know, you wanted to buy these purses because that's what everyone's doing. You want to buy these outfits that match what everyone else is wearing, which makes completely no sense. I'm happy I don't worry about that anymore. But the first week that I took IASO tea, I lost 9 pounds. And I was pretty much sold from then on, because I was able to go to H&M and shop when I wasn't able to before. I was too big for their biggest size. So about a month after taking the tea, I decided, I wonder if I go back, if I will fit their clothes now. So I went back and I went and automatically went to the biggest size, and the biggest size was too big for me. So I was completely sold from then. And now, fast forward, I had a baby about 16 months ago, and I actually gained about 80 pounds. And after having him and weighing myself at the 6-week checkup, after having him, I was 300 pounds, like 305, 309. I don't even want to say what I was, but I was 300 pounds. And that was after delivering him. So, yeah, I definitely was not being healthy, and I still was using him as an excuse. And honestly, I thought nursing was going to help me become smaller, that I didn't really have to focus on drinking water or exercising or taking these products consistently. I really honestly thought nursing was going to make me smaller. And let me tell you, that did not happen. So actually, Hillary's on here for a second, or maybe she left for a second, but yeah, she's still on. Hillary actually inspired me to start, okay, let's actually take control of our health and wealth. Let's actually take these products consistently. And that is the beginning of CORE. So I hope you have a paper and pen, because I wrote my CORE down like this, the CORE. So write it down on your paper to give you some space to what each letter means. And I'll maybe show it closer so you guys can see how I'm talking about. Write it like that. Okay, so that is the main thing. C for CORE is the biggest, most important thing about all of this is your consistency. And with these products, it becomes so much easier once you become passionate about changing lives, once you become passionate about your health and your wealth and this amazing opportunity. So you want to have the conversations with people when they first join. I heard when you guys were introducing yourselves that you were, most of you guys are pretty new, which is amazing, because that means Victoria has really been working hard. And you have to know it's more than just drinking the tea and losing weight. It's more than just feeling better, and it's more than just some extra income. It really is bigger than that, because people are really not educated on holistic. They're not educated at all on there's a different way than just working a 9 to 5. And some people work 2, 3 jobs. So this opportunity is way more than just weight loss. And it's just so amazing that this company not only has a compensation plan that works in your benefit and for your favor, but these products do too. They're affordable. They all taste good. And they work. So it's just amazing. So back to what the C stands for, if you're writing it down. Having conversations with your team, it is very important, and to make sure that we keep the community that we have built intact. So community is also one of the C's, and staying connected through consistency. So I'm going to go over some of those. The community that we have here in Team Shaw is more than just, like I said, drinking the tea, which is amazing, because we all lift each other up and we all keep each other focused, and we all look out for people and inbox them like, hey, you're doing a great job. Oh my gosh, you look amazing. We all share each other's photos. And it's just a community of, we want everyone to win together. So staying connected is one of the most important things as well. All this stuff is important, but make sure you stay connected. Don't make it just about you. Make it about the whole team, even all of Total Life Changes. But the community that we have here on Team Shaw is really something different, because it's not just about money or getting you to buy product for me for cheap or something. Like, we all are family here. So I absolutely I love that. Like, I was saying the other day, Victoria inboxed me and she was like, hey, I'm just checking to make sure everything is okay and remind you that we need you. And it definitely made me put a little umph in my TLC in. So I love that we're all like that here in Total Life Changes. We reach out to each other, make sure everyone is okay. And we also go to work and do what we need to do to have a strong core, because I have it back here, but you guys can't see it. The build of core, you can see it now. And the reason why we build like this is because it it works for you in your favor. It makes you the most money. And not only that, you are connected with everyone that is below you. And it's just amazing. So, on the money side, if you want to know exactly the placement and what exactly you can make, that is my dad's training. My core training is different. So, I hope I'm not disappointing anyone on my training. Okay, so, the O for core is overcoming obstacles, especially obesity. And for me, I've been able to actually do just that because I told you I was 300 pounds, and um, I'm now so close to being in the 100 club of being able to say that I've lost 100 pounds. So if you see me on Facebook, I hope everyone has me on Facebook. I am so consistent with dancing and trying to get to my 100-pound down mark. And so it's just so, like, I guess I should say total life changing. Yes, I be dancing and Facebook be hating. It deletes most of my videos after I'm done, or it mutes them, but it's not gonna stop me because I know I get so many messages every day about I love the consistency. Thank you for motivating me to get up. And it's just exactly what we're here for, to help motivate other people, because so many people can relate to you. So many people are not going to move or join TLC or be able to have a mindset shift unless you are that person that comes to them, which is crazy. I really feel like Hillary was that person for me. Even though my dad put me in and my dad has taught me everything that I know, I look at Hillary and I'm like, oh my gosh, because she has 6 kids. When I first met her, she was also nursing, and she had a broken ankle, a twisted ankle, something. I don't know exactly what was wrong, but she was in a boot with her baby on her, strapped on her on the elliptical, and doing that almost daily. And she's like, you know what, it's not going to stop me. Because once you get into a mode and a mindset of no matter what happens, you're going to take these products consistently. You're going to make sure you're sharing these products with everyone. It's just, nothing can stop you unless you stop yourself. And that is just, it's so true, because I have gone so many times telling myself that I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to make so much money, and I'll do it for 2-3 days. I'm like, that didn't work. When we all know it didn't take that long for you to get where you are. So it's going to take you that much time and some to be able to kind of correct where you've put in yourself. So the next one is the R, and the biggest thing is having real results, which we just talked about, and reinvesting in this structure of core to create residual income. And I think I already said that, but I got ahead of myself. But the E for core is educating yourself and your expectations matching your efforts. So one of the big things that I want to talk about for educating is, like I was talking about before, health. Like, okay, say you're taking your Iaso tea and your NutriBurst, but you are not drinking water. You're not going to get the results you fully desire, or the results the products can truly do without drinking water. And you have to make sure you educate your people, your customers and your clients, or whatever you want to call them, your life changers, on the importance of knowing what true health is. And sometimes that's not a discussion you have until weeks down the road when you realize they're fully committed. And that's the first thing we want you to do, though, when you do get into Team Shaw, is focus on yourself. Become a product of the product, because you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. I know that's cliche, but it's true. And knowing that you can help someone because you feel it and you become passionate about it because you've done it yourself makes you so much stronger to close someone when you take them onto a Zoom, or you take them to a meeting, or you show them the Thursday T Talk from TLC. And that's another part about staying connected, is making sure that you follow TLC HQ, that you are like inboxing anyone who is in your upline, like what's going on this week, what do you need from me, because we want you to become a leader of your group, your core as well, which also means making sure you have product on hand, making sure you stay consistent, making sure that you are drinking your water and your products. And I want to stop right here before I go on more ranting. If anyone has any questions, because I can explain more about core and I can explain more about the reinvesting, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys at all. But I will stop right here and answer questions for a second, if anyone has any. So no questions at all. There's over 20 of you guys. I know someone has a question. Please feel free to ask away anything. If you have any troubles with anything as far as retail or understanding any part of the compensation plan, if you have any questions about what a product does, you definitely have the right people on, Melinda and Victoria, myself, to answer those questions for you.
So I have a question, and
Yes.
my question is, if there's a new life changer in our midst, and they don't really know the importance of putting a family member as they are two, the two people who make them binary qualified, what would your advice be for them? Because anybody can, as a leader, you can give anybody to anybody, right? Because you have already got your core. So what will your advice be for a life changer, any of the life changers, and on the importance of putting somebody you truly care about to make you binary qualified? Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I am kind of confused on your question. You're saying the importance of someone who is a new life changer who understand the importance of putting their family members direct to them?
Yeah, if there's a new life changer, let's just say there's a new life changer, and I get somebody and then I sign them up under them, right? It's okay for me to do that, but the importance, what would the importance be for somebody to really sign up somebody they truly care about? What will be the importance for them to do that? Thank you.
Thank you. I was just clarifying, but I will show you right now. You guys can see that?
Okay.
Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is you or the new IBO, life changer, whatever you want to call them. And before they get started, they're by themselves, okay? So they would get binary by their mom on one side and their dad on one side, let's say, or their boyfriend and their best friend, whatever. And the importance of that is we're just getting started in binary. And how binary works, and especially the way core works, how we build it, is that the way that it works is that no matter who comes on here to these people or who these people sign up, it's always, everything's going to be below these two people that make you binary. So this person, they're always going to have a power leg if you continue to work and you continue to build, because that is the importance basically of having the people that you love up here, because it's going to be basically built for them. You're going to be in a lovely spot because it doesn't matter where you're placed in this binary, especially in the core, especially if you're someone like Victoria Fit Mama, who is just amazing at social media and knowing these products and consistency, or like you, Eunice, yourself. So that is pretty much the importance. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Hey, Jackie, this is Melinda. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I just want to get just touch on that just a little bit what she was asking. What I do now, I really talk to the individual and like really break it down, like why it's so important that the two top people that binary you be somebody that's really close to you or somebody in your household, because they are the base of the top of your business. Okay, so what I do is I show them example like what Jackie just did, and I just play with numbers with them, and I say, now with this extra money that's coming over on this side, it'll be nice to just have that just for your household. Okay, but then I also tell them, when you do that, when you put two people from your household at the top business of your echelon of your business, you have more than one spot that you can build in. Okay, just say if you want to just focus on building one core under that individual on your left, you have an area that you know that you can finish building a core over there, that you know automatically you're going to get a reward from doing it because you building it with somebody that's in your household or somebody that's really close and dear to you. So that's why I really truly breaks that down by what they say about binary insurance, finding somebody within your family to join you in business. Because I break it down to show people the importance of having those two people be a family member or a household member, because they benefit from everything because they catching everything that falls within your organization. I hope that helped you.
Yes, that's amazing. So I don't mind if you guys have time. Might as well, since it's being recorded, go ahead and go over the binary and the matching bonus a little bit more in depth, because really those two are the most important ways that we get paid when it comes to the way that we build. Okay, so binary pay works pretty much. Okay, say you are an executive director and you have cores on top of cores, okay? So how binary works is that when you have people below you, most likely if you've done it right, they have smart ships monthly. Let's just say, this is your organization, and you have people down here who are at 80s, 40s, 120s. It doesn't matter. In 80s, 40s, 120s over here. The way that it works is that the volume adds up weekly. So let's say all these people's smart ships hit in the same week, just for this instance. You get, let's say we have 800 volume over here, and let's say 400 volume over here from smart ships, and maybe you place an order to get product, and you get paid off of that, off of the volume. And that's why it's so important to always teach other people to build core, because say that this person jumps in and they just fall in love with the products and they go like crazy and they build them a core. They built a core, but since this person brought them in and showed them, had that conversation with them and told them how to overcome like the struggles of not wanting to share with people, that they're taking a tea to lose weight, not wanting to not know how much money they're going to make for the week, become something that stops them from trying total life changes, and letting them know that it's all based on results and loving these products and being consistent. This person builds a core and they get paid for it, they get paid for it, they get paid for it, and then you in turn get paid for it, because you've made sure when you bring people in that you tell them exactly how this works, exactly what does what, and that you just have to keep going and keep building because of I always forget the word. Natural, what's it called? Organic value. So pretty much the more people you bring in, the more people you teach to bring forward, your organic value goes up because everyone's paying their smart ship because everyone wants their products and everyone's staying consistent. So it just the way binary works and the reason why core makes sense is because of the organic and the way that we build and the unity that we have together when we do build core. So binary works like you get paid at this rate, 10% of your Pele because it would be less. And then can you imagine what it would be like when everyone's building cores and organically, like last week, or was it this week? This week, yes. Friday was the first, and on one side I have, let me see, and I didn't build core until about two years ago. So my business doesn't look like this until I get down to below someone like Melinda or Chicago or you guys, because my business looks like this. It's just like everyone's everywhere because we didn't know what we were doing in the beginning. So it looks crazy, but let me not confuse you. Just let you know your business is going to look way better than mine because everyone just builds together and it just makes so much more sense to rank up together like you guys did. Well, congratulations on whoever's on here that was a part of the director run you guys did on your own. That's amazing. And you guys get to build together and work as a team versus when it's the way that I built my business in the beginning. You don't really have team because everyone is separate and never connected or affected by how we are affected in the core, because what happens here is going to in turn affect what happens over here. Okay, so this, what was I about to talk about? Sorry. Does anyone remember what I was about to talk about?
Yeah, I got.
What was I about to say? Oh, this week on the first is what I was going to talk about. I have what, let's say 200,000 carryover, and I think I have about 4,000 people below me, but most of those people, let's say 1,000, are active, and so that means on my right leg is my pay leg, and this week for the first, on the first day, I had 2,500 value in just the first day, which is nothing as far as where we're going to go. But it was pretty exciting to hit rising star numbers organically, and that's just all adding up people's smartship value. So I want to tell you that because that's where you are going. That is the strength of having people on 120s and 80s because they need the products as the minimum. I also tea in NutriBurst, and not only that, you guys know, most of you on here know, if I get paid, let's say 3,000, 60% of that is going right back into the business and under you guys to help you guys have a stronger core, to help you guys rank up, and to help you all make sure you have the products you need. So if I put that below you, most likely with Victoria and my dad, you guys are going to have the products that you need to in turn be able to do the same thing as you grow. And it's just amazing. Okay. Can you explain volumes, please? Qualifying volume, binary Pele value. My goodness. Yes, I can. which
And Jackie, sorry, before you go into explaining that, I just wanted you to tell us how long did it take you? Because I know you've been in Total Life Changes for 5 years and a half, but how long did it actually take you to have 2,500 organic volume? So that people can actually realize that it's not that easy. It takes time.
Yes, it does take time. You don't build organic volume overnight. But what I'm trying to get to from sharing that with you is that all of that organic volume came from being a team. Most of those people who were on SmartShip and their SmartShips went through, they were excited to get that. They were excited and happy to pay their SmartShip. People make it seem like a bill, but it's not, because they're investing in themselves. They're investing, owning their own business. They are investing in whoever else that they are covering for their SmartShip. And it took me a long time, because I would say it took me until now 5.5 years to build that, because it's the first time on the first day without me or my dad placing any order that I got 2,500 organic volume in one day. And that's just on that side, because I got another 2,500 on the left leg and on the same day. So yeah, definitely took me over 5 years to do that.
Thank you.
So values, let's see. Let me go over qualifying volume, which is QV in the back office. And what qualifying volume is, pretty much that means the volume that qualifies you for your SmartShip, for your being active. So if you are running to be a regional and you need a 120 volume, you have to make sure your QV is at 120. Does that make sense? And then your binary pay leg volume is pretty much all of that accumulated along with any orders that have happened in your downline. So that is your binary volume, which it doesn't show in the back office, but that's like if you have 2 legs and the volume that you see weekly is your binary volume. And then your binary pay leg volume. Okay, so I'll give a director example. Is that okay? Say you're a director, and let's first say that you have a core. In order for you to become a director, you have to have 80 QV, which it never really shows as QV. It's QV and PV are pretty much the same thing, personal and qualifying volume. I hope that makes sense. And then you're hitting director, so you have to have 80 PV and 1,000 volume on both sides. And since you probably have made this person apprentice and this person apprentice by doing 500, 500, 500, 500. So they also get paid, and they also get paid. And then you also get check match, which is the importance of core. It just makes more sense for your check match to be higher and for your binary pay to be stronger and more consistent, and for you to build up that organic volume. So you would get paid 12% as a director of, let's say, this leg, even though they're the same. So as a director, you get paid $120. Does that answer your question? And as it goes up, the percentages go up, and you can find all that information on the percentages for each rank in your back office. Or I'm sure, as good as Victoria is, there's probably a spreadsheet or something, a picture of it in the team group. And if there's not, there will be by tonight. Does that answer your question, Danielle? Yes, thank you. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Go for it.
All right, my question is not pretty much about the volume and other stuff. My question is pretty much about investing.
Yes.
Like I'm going to ask you a question. I don't know if that's how you do it, but my question is, if you're going to rank people up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you let them know ahead of time so that they get themselves ready just in case if they have to invest, or do you just call them from nowhere last minute to let them know about them investing? How do you do it? Because I want to know.
Sometimes it's difficult to do it as far as ahead of time, because especially dealing with my dad, all of his thoughts are pretty much last minute. But the way that we build here and the way that we teach here, we say all the time, reinvesting is most important. If you are a retail queen and you don't have money saved up to reinvest last minute, you're doing something wrong. But as far as how much, now that could be tricky. I don't know. It depends on who you're dealing with, and it depends on how bad you want it and how much you have. But reinvesting is the most important part, because like someone like yourself who has a following and people who always want to order from you, it's always important to have product on hand, and you can never have too much product on hand. So it just makes sense to reinvest whenever you can. Does that answer your question?
Well, I guess the answer will be you just save your money whenever they say it's time to invest, you invest, right? That pretty much means that do not eat your TLC money for hair and other stuff. Keep it for TLC.
Right. Well, if you, depending on how bad you want this business to grow, and if you are a smart business owner, you know how business owners make money is the reinvestment. If you make 100,000, sometimes you have to reinvest 80 for your business to continue to grow. But on the other hand, remember that means you are also getting product, and you can make that money right back if you're doing it right, and you are being consistent with showing people you can get real results and residual income from this, and become a product of the product, and your consistency is amazing. So it all goes back to what I told you guys about what CORE stands for, and the reinvestment is super important.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions or add-ons or anything?
No, you're doing a good job.
Thank you guys.
Have you guys not got any, sorry to cut you, have you guys not got any questions? Because you guys always ask me questions about building, and now that you have someone who can actually answer your questions, you're not asking anything.
Hi, Jackie.
Hello.
Hi. I just want to ask. So I'm just really I'm trying my best to understand about the core building and everything else. So would you advise, so if you have your first generation, your second generation, and you had someone that wanted to join the business, would you advise for that person to actually bring the person into the business through one of your downlines in order for you to build?
That is a very good question. Okay, so what you're saying is that say you have a person in like this, right? And okay, so you have someone, this is you, and this is someone.
Yes.
Say that you got them binary qualified yourself, right? Is that what you're saying? And they have someone now to put in, and you're asking, should they put them direct to themselves or in their downline?
Yeah.
Always let them know that since you helped them build, that yes, in return, they should give their person away to someone below them, because they're making the person below them a stronger business, which in return is making their business stronger. We always want to stick to that structure, even if it's someone else who has the person. Making the person below them business stronger is always going to make not only theirs but yours and everyone else's, from all the way up to Victoria to my dad's business stronger, and that just means more money eventually, you know.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Jackie. It's
Hello.
Edith. Yeah, I have questions. My question to you is that I have my husband and they said I couldn't sign him up for me to become binary. So I signed my two best friends to become binary. Is it possible that I can give my husband to my girlfriend to sign him up?
Yes, because you're not allowed to put your spouse to yourself anyway, so that, yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
I was
you.
a little bit confused about it, but thanks.
Well, if you want to, if anyone needs a one-on-one, I don't mind. You can always inbox me, and I can send you videos. Like, I'm here for you guys. So like Melinda, she's also here for you guys. She's a great leader and understands the core even better than I do. So yeah, just makes us another part I was talking about, staying connected. Make sure you reach out to your leaders, whether it be Nina or Victoria. She was a very busy woman. So if she's busy, find someone else, because she's very busy. My dad's very busy, but there is more people than just the two of them.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question also. Also have a question, okay? Like somebody like me, I signed up my husband a long time ago before TLC changed your mind. Would that be a problem still?
No.
But we don't carry the same last name, so it's not the same last name.
No, it should be fine, because you didn't do it when they changed the rule.
Okay. And I have another question. My question is, if you just signed up, like right now, I just signed up my dad on my right-hand side, and I'm still building him up. So let's say that if I was to rank up anytime soon, maybe not anytime soon, maybe anytime soon, what do you think I should do? I should just wait and build that leg first before I rank up, correct? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, your focus should always be a couple things with that. You should always know where you're going to place someone before a person even comes. So that's your focus spot. And
yeah,
so if someone comes in, that's where you're going to put them. And everyone should have that spot in their business where they have someone who understands the reinvestment, understands being a product of the product, understands like everything. And that's where your focus point is to always make their business stronger with them as a team, and always know where you're going to place the next person, so you're not freaking out when someone wants to join. But yes, always build before a rank up, because that when you build your core and you build your core's core and you have a FID and your business has everything set, it's more likely for Victoria or my dad or myself or any other leader to want to come and invest in your business, because it makes more sense because of the return and because of the check match. So yes, always build it up before a rank.
okay, thank you so much.
I've got a question.
Hello.
Hello, Jackie. Hi. What I wanted to know, obviously, if you got your team on your left and your right and you're building core, you don't obviously sponsor everybody to yourself. You put them under, say, like, I got, like, from my example, I got my son on my right and my daughter on my left. and obviously they've got their two, then the ones under them, they've got their two, and so forth. You get what I'm trying to say? Then how many, obviously you're not going to turn people away, but how many, say look, if you've got 4 sets of binaries on your left and 4 sets on your right, when do you start building a third leg? If you've, or do you just still continue on that left and right? When do you start building a third leg? Did that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay.
I would say never. Always grow in the structure that we show. So if you have a core on your left side and on your right side, so this is what you're saying, you have this?
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you always want to make the structure even stronger and always keep binary in, because, good question. Let's say you do this because I told you, yes, keep building like that, which is another row of having binary. Because of my favorite way we get paid. Can you guess which way is my favorite?
Your favorite way to get paid, did you say?
Yeah.
The bonus?
Check match.
Check match bonus.
Yeah. Right.
So you always want your team to get paid as much as possible and what's best for them, because your check match is going to go up, their check match is going to go up, so everybody's checks goes up. So that's why this structure is so strong and important and makes the most sense, because of the check match.
Because it's going to get so big, you know, can you imagine it's going to grow and grow and grow and get so big? Then how do you, obviously there must be some people, I might be wrong, but I'm thinking maybe there's some people in your organization that you obviously don't know, because obviously you get paid of people that you don't know, but it's going to get so huge. How do you like keep track? Like, I mean,
well, that's a good question. Like, you guys are on my pay leg, and I don't know all of you, and I'm sorry, I wish I did, but you have leaders like Victoria and Eunice and Nina, who it's pretty much their job as the leaders inside your guys' organization to make sure they keep in contact with us to stay connected, so they stay in the structure and all of that of Team Shaw, because we just want to do what's best for you guys. And yes, we're not going to know everyone, even though we wish we could. It's just the importance, another thing for people like you and other people on the team who've only been in for under a year, to stay connected with their leader, because they stay connected with us. Does that make sense?
yeah. Thank you.
And again, if anyone has any questions or wants to be more connected with me, I would love that.
So, what if, let's say you sponsor somebody to another team member, and the person decides to switch off their smart ship because they don't really want to build, they just want to lose the weight and just get on with their life. How do you handle things like that? Because obviously there are definitely going to be times like that.
Yeah, let them go. Me personally,
okay.
I don't have a training on that besides let them go and keep moving.
Okay.
Can I say something also? I just wanted to, can I just quickly, in response to that, my theory on that is, I agree with what you're saying in terms of when she said turn off your smart trip, but it's not every customer you should make into a distributor, if that makes sense. Like, it's not, don't take a good customer and turn them into a bad distributor. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just meant to be customers and some people are just meant to be distributors. That's what I think. I may be wrong, but please share your thoughts if you think I am. But
a time will come that they may not necessarily, they might have the interest of building at the time being, because everything is so fluffy and everything is, so rosy. But if reality strikes and they really get to know that sometimes the building comes with challenges and they cannot just stand it, they might want to, I'm not saying anybody should switch their smart ship off, but there are cases like that. I have cases like that.
Can I just come in real quick?
Okay.
There is a number that you wanna never forget. One of my mentors used to tell me when I started network marketing 6 years ago, 80% of the people who sign up within a year won't be doing the business anyway. 80% of the people who sign up will not be building within a year, which means that if you know there's only 20% of the people who are going to stay, you keep it moving. And that's why you have to stay in phase one, which is recruiting all the time, because people will quit. And those are just the numbers. There's nothing wrong with the company. There's nothing wrong with the products. It's just the mindset and what people truly, really want. And, some people really, truly want to build, but some people just want to, maybe just do it for like 2-3 months, get some extra income and just go. And some people really want to go all out. But the people who really want to go all out is a very small percentage. So like Jackie said, we keep it moving. Literally.
Thank you.
I have a question again, just about what Eunice said. So, if you have a customer that is not interested in building, like Eunice said, can they just do the retail and keep their smart ship on and just do their retail?
Yeah, of course, always, yeah.
Because I have a customer that wants to do it, but she doesn't want to build. She just wants the retail part of it. I'm like, yeah.
The main reason why people don't want to build like we build because they're not educated on it and they don't understand. Like, tell me why you don't do gymnastics, because you're not educated on it. You didn't take any lessons. You wouldn't know what to do. So you're not going to go into the gym and freaking do gymnastics. The same way. They only don't want to do it because it confuses them. Them making quick money makes sense because that's how we are trained. So if they start seeing more and they start seeing better and they start to understand, then they might want to start.
Because
the thing is if you have someone who builds like we build, you're going to want to invest in their business. So if they are someone who doesn't want to build and they won't build, but they'll do customer orders and retails, it's fine. But if you are building correctly and you are doing like promoting everyone, sharing with social media, everyone who ranks up, they're gonna realize like, wait, why aren't I ranking up? And then you could explain to them the build, and eventually they might want to. Everyone is different.
Because the reason I'm saying it is because I was also watching I was listening to the Zoom call, and Zara actually gave a very big point about that she started as a retail and she wished she would have built. And now that she have built, and the way that she built was like she built her team. She wasn't signing anybody again on her leg anymore. She was just like giving it out to people to build, and that's why she's making the kind of money that she's making. So I was like, okay, then I was kind of understanding the difference of being a retailer and also building. So you make more money building than doing only retail.
Yes. Anyone else have any questions or input?
Jack, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is Melinda. Hey, I just want to touch on just a little bit of what Eunice was talking about. Like when you have somebody on your team and they personally sponsor to you and they do not pay their sponsorship. Listen, it makes sense for you because this is a business, okay? I have had a brick and mortar business. So this business here is, when I got into it, it just made sense. It makes sense for me to pay a smart ship for my individual that's keeping me binary qualified until I get them replaced with somebody else. Yes, you want to keep building, but you also, if you see that they are structured to keep you binary, to make sure your volume do not flush, it makes sense for you to invest into their back office to place an order just to keep them active. Okay, believe me, I'm doing it to this day. I have a couple of people accounts that I keep active until I replace them with some working people. Okay, I'm doing that because it's a business decision. It is a good business decision because if I don't do that, I will lose a lot of money that I have worked hard for. Okay, now also it can also show them that when they see volume go through their back office, two of them, I'm just speaking of my experience, two of them say, hey, was that mine? I was like, yes, they can be, but oh yeah, I want to get back in the game. So sometimes their mindset might not be ready then, but when they start seeing activity going through their back office, they might want to say, hey, I think I want to take another look at this and get started right. So don't feel like you babysitting, because Mr. Birchfield talk about it all the time. No, it's not about babysitting. It's about you handling your business, because I treat TLC like it's a 5,500 club business, okay? Because I understand the multitude of the income that you can make with this company, and also what these products are doing for people. So if I have to spend $68 and some odd cent investment to keep a person active, to help keep income coming in for myself, guess what? I'm gonna do it. Okay. And that's why I love that we can turn whatever percentage of our commission to to points, that we can use those points to transfer over into somebody's account and place orders. Okay, that's another discussion that we can get into later. But I just want y'all to understand, sometimes you have to do the right thing at the right time to keep yourself structured until you replace that individual. Okay.
Yes, thank you. So on that, I actually have a recommendation or a little tip for any of the leaders that are on here, or anyone who plans on becoming one. I actually recommend for anyone to have like a binder like this, and to write on it closeout. So on every Thursday, you open your binder and it has inside of it who keeps you binary, who needs to make sure that they're still binary at the end of the week, because most of the time these people have their they have carryover, and you don't want to lose their carryover. And it gets frustrating when you lose that carryover or something that you worked hard for to get. So if you every Thursday get in the routine of going to that binder that says closeout, there's no way you're going to lose that carryover, or yours, or any of those other leaders or people who just so happen to be placed in a good spot but don't know how to take advantage of it. Any other questions before we get off of here? I'm starving, y'all.
I'm 89 miles away from Fort Wayne.
Hey. You in Indiana, stop by.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can stop by. I'm gonna see if I could twist some arms up here in this driver's seat.
My dad's not here because he's traveling somewhere else. I think Little Rock or something. I don't know. Jonesboro. But yeah, I'm home. I cannot wait to come visit you guys in the UK, hopefully sometime next year, and just stay for a week and do trainings, one-on-ones, have that all set up, and have a night out all placed and organized. And definitely gotta do that. Maybe summertime is perfect, so maybe August we can plan for something.
We cannot wait to host you.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this recording off if there are no other questions.